The standard instructions on the TKI assessment tool are as follows. Consider situations in which you find your wishes differing from those of another person. How do you usually respond to such situations? Notice we don't specify a situation. You are to look at all situations in your life and in essence average the way you typically respond to conflict on those 30 AB items on the TKI tool. Now what's fascinating is we found that over time, this was in the late 70s, early 80s, that Ken and I were working more with organizations and not classrooms. Incidentally, in the classroom, students weren't working for the same organization. They weren't on the same team, so to speak. That was, I think, a reason we kept the instructions general without specifying a situation. But once you begin working in organizations with groups and teams, it is more accurate to ask people to focus their attention on how they respond to conflict in that workplace, in that team, in that group. We then change the instructions to the following. In your group, in your team, in your organization, or in the workplace, how do you usually respond when you find your wishes differing from those of other people? You see, you focus people's attention on the specific group, team, or organization, and as a result, we expect the results to be more accurate with that change in instructions. I believe that most practitioners are probably using the standard TKI instructions, which then address all kinds of conflicts for those individuals. It's just that when you're working with a particular group or team, you might want to focus attention on just the conflict handling behavior in that group or team. In fact, with the standard TKI instructions, it's not unusual in a classroom or a workshop setting when people come from all different companies, where people ask the question, well, I may respond to conflict differently when I'm at home, when I'm at work. What should I focus on when I respond to the TKI assessment tool? And we typically say, don't think of any situation, think of all possible situations and average your results. However, when you're focused on a particular group, we really don't want people to think about how they respond to conflict in their home life or in their neighborhood. We want them to focus on their conflict handling behavior in that specified team, group, or organization. So that's what I'd like practitioners to know, that we can use the TKI even more accurately than Ken and I developed, because we first thought about students in general or people in the same workshop from different organizations, so keep the instructions general. But when you get more specific with a particular team or group, we want to focus people's attention on that conflict situation only.